Emma Short was among a group of volunteers who travelled to Calais just a few weeks ago to deliver goods to refugees. She and her team returned horrified by what they saw, and she's pledged to do more fundraising to help.
It was quite overwhelming, to be honest. I mean, I've been a doctor for nearly 12 years and I haven't seen anything as upsetting and surprising as the conditions that were there. I was working at the Dunkirk camp, which is the smaller of the two camps. It's about half an hour from Calais, and it's only really increased in size in the last month. There's now between 2,500 and 3,000 people living there, and the conditions were undescribable, really. Thousands of tents, they're torn, they're tattered, sinking into the mud. The whole tent is like a huge mud bath. The tents are surrounded by urine, faeces, dead rats, food, rotting food. And to think that people in this day and age are living in those sort of conditions it's just disgusting, really. We've got this huge humanitarian crisis right on our doorsteps, and you can't sit back and do nothing. It's just wrong that people are living like that. It was shocking and it was unbelievable, but it was rewarding because, I mean, we were just there working for 2 days, and in those 2 days we did make a big difference. There were people that hadn't eaten for days, so we were giving them food. There were people that were freezing, so we helped to provide things which could keep them warm. And the people that we met were incredible. All of the refugees were incredibly gracious, they were strong. Every time we gave something, it was met with such gratitude, and they were incredibly generous. So sometimes if we tried to give people more than one food package or more than one item of clothing, they'd say, oh no, give it to somebody who needs it more. They were also very generous. So there was a group of men who were eating a tin of tomatoes, and it was probably the only food that they would have for days, and yet they said, oh, come and sit with us, share it with us. So even though these people have pretty much nothing, what they did have, they wanted to share with us.
Emma sent us this video when she was in Calais.
Just arrived at the camp at Dunkirk. We've been to the supermarket, and as you can see, we've collected lots of food supplies. So to each family, each refugee, we're giving them food such as rice, spice, tinned tomato, tinned fruit, tinned tuna fish. We also have hygiene packs for the women and packs of goodies, so tea bags, sugar, sweets for the whole family. We really hope that what we're doing today will make a difference to the lives of these people who are living in horrific conditions.
And now she's back, she's planned more fundraising.
We're back here. You can't carry on as normal. You can't carry on and pretend nothing's happening. It would just be wrong. So we've got various ventures that are planned. Our main event is going to be a big black tie ball on the 23rd of April, and that's to raise money for Médecins Sans Frontières.
Norman Gettings helped out as the driver of the expedition and in giving out clothes at the French warehouse.
Just over a week since we got back from Calais, and it honestly seems a little surreal now, trying to put it all into context. But I've got to say the organisation of the Care for Calais warehouse was excellent, and the help we received there was good, and the advice about what we can do in the future to help. So yeah, it was an interesting experience going into the camp with them. And they have procedures that help things run smoothly and help people get what they need and help volunteers work towards that. We took our supplies and donations to the warehouse on the Wednesday when we arrived. They were very grateful for it. I'm very pleased to see people from Cardiff, students and people from all over the country there. A lot of volunteers. When we went into the camp, on the Thursday, we gave out the clothes and the supplies that we had with us in the van, and it was literally just a queue of people who are in desperate situation, need warm clothes, and there are people wearing flip-flops in the mud there. You know, it's appalling what they're having to go through. To be fair, what we saw there was luxurious compared to what we saw in the Dunkirk camp the following day.
Emma, Norman and their team will be hosting several events to fundraise in the next coming months.